How's that looking? Looking pretty good. Very cool. All righty, guys. No, better, 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 better. Good enough. Cool. Okay. Get this a little down here. Not too much though. That'll work. We got one person so far. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Very cool. So we got a pair of beauties this week. Hello, Oscar. Cheers. Oscar, you've been doing a lot of good work, giving some folks some samples. Very cool to see you reaching out to Marty and giving some samples to him. And it's great that are you have this as a priority for the business because I mean, it goes a long way to get your word out there, and I think it's awesome that you do that. And yeah, I think it's great. I think it's absolutely great. Yes, I had an okay birthday. Not just kind of low key. Not really, not really a whole lot. Just a little fun with the fam on in New York City, and that's about it. So yes, you do try and you succeed. More importantly, okay. So we got a pair of beauties here. I took the liberty of opening up the blue McLaren here, the chassis, and as you can see, it's a sidewinder, and I mean it's pretty straightforward. There's not a lot of well, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot going on here, um, but now this is kind of standard for the hobbyist brands. Um, you have adjustable front axle with ride height adjustments with grub screws in there, M2 grub screws. You have up and down adjustment. You have a nice guide system that holds the eyelets in nicely. There are nice kind of channels inside the chassis so you can hold the wires down nicely so the wires are nice and organized there. The motor is screwed in. It's trapped on the one side like you'd expect, and then screwed in on the other side. Can you see that? Yeah, sort of. So just on the end bell right there, you have two screws, two Phillips. Hey, Jim. Um, you have five five pod adjustment screws on there. You have one on the front, two amidships, and one and two aft. So you can really adjust this kind of as you like it. And then going back here, we have a plastic pinion, plastic crown. Um, Makes excellent mesh. We have plastic press-on wheels on the front. It looks like here. Those look nice. They are quite concentric. When you spin the front, there's absolutely no movement. The tires on the front are definitely harder than the tires that are on the rear. You can feel just by kind of rubbing across. I mean, are they though? I don't know. It's kind of hard to. I guess I shouldn't say they are, but in any case, they have treads on the front and back. So, what else can we say about this? It is a 21,500 RPM motor at 12 volts, 175 grams of torque. 175 gram centimeters of torque is pretty decent amount of torque. It's not a really high torque motor. That would be probably somewhere around 200 grams of torque, which, in my opinion, is too much for a home set car. This should be a fairly nice, fairly mild motor, which should be nice. Oh, I forgot to mention the guide in the front is held in by a screw, as you see there. I really prefer that to a snap-in kind of a guide. I really don't. Snap-in guides are kind of a pain to get out easily. Um, The guide itself does have some contour to it, so that it's kind of a chiseled front or leading edge. It's kind of hard to see. I'll put it against my forehead there. Kind of a chiseled leading edge, and then each surface of the guide kind of goes in kind of like a hourglass shape, I guess you'd say. So there's quite a bit of design in this car, pretty much everywhere. Um, there are 3 body screws. There's 2 in the front, 1 in the back. The body is extremely lightweight. This is maybe 20 thousandths thick. I don't think it's 30 thousandths thick. It's an extremely lightweight body and a vacuum formed interior. The interior plate that you see there that runs side to side, the black part, that is vacuum formed. The other parts are almost definitely injection molded. There is photo etch, which is nice to see on the front there, which is the grill, the intake grill on the bottom side there. There is really excellent body detail. The paint is on both of these is pretty glossy, although on the orange one, it's definitely glossier. But on the blue one, it's even, and I don't see any blemishes whatsoever on this body. So you have really excellent body detail here. Hey, everybody. Thanks for showing up. I really appreciate it. 45 people. Thank you very much. You have really excellent detail here. You have really nice glass detail on the what glass there is there. Nice snorkels where the carbs are. Nice little scoop there. It's really excellent. John, yes. John likes the grub screws to keep the guide, the wires in. I do too. Yeah, so you have an excellent, you have a really excellent finish on this car. Again, this is an extremely lightweight body. It looks like, well, there's a couple different pieces. I mean, I guess that doesn't really matter. Very, very, very lightweight. Hey, Chris, thank you for showing up. Very, very lightweight body. Extremely lightweight. Yeah. And I mean, so this car is not really lacking in detail. There's an excellent finish on it. There really is. So we're going to put this car back together now. I did do a little bit of lubrication on the body, and this takes the what is it, the 6-sided little grub screw driver. That's what all the screws are on this car. Oh, it's also worth mentioning that the screws are also they don't have threads the whole way down, which I absolutely love. There's no way. How long do those mirrors last? I don't know. We'll see. There's threads, and there's no way you're going to be able to see this. There's like a thread-less part at the top of the screw, and then at the bottom, I don't know why I'm showing you. You're never going to be able to see this. But at the bottom of the screw, then there are the threads. So if you get these adjusted right, you have an excellent smooth surface for the body to float on, where there's no kind of impediment to the body floating nice and smoothly, because the screws are they don't have any threads the whole way down, or the whole way up, depending on how you look at it, which I think is fantastic. That allows you to get some nice body float. Hello, Daryl. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. How's the sound, everybody? Can you hear me okay? Just getting the last body screw in here. So I'm going to tighten that one the whole way down and then back it off just a little bit so we get some, it's a pretty long, sounds fine. Good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, what? Very cool. Yeah, I'm going to be, I'm looking into a better mic. These mics are okay. but well, anyway, yeah, I'm going to be looking at another just not the wireless part, because those work just fine. But the other part, yeah. So we got an okay adjustment here. This car is far from adjusted. I haven't done anything to the car yet. I haven't driven. I haven't adjusted anything. It seemed to be pretty well adjusted. So here we go with the other McLaren, the Denny Holm car. I mean, what can you say? It's stunning. The orange on this car, the color is deep. This is there's a very smooth, rich finish on this car. The glass is green, as you can see. In the front, now this glass is kind of hard to tell if the glass is blue or if the glass is just clear and it's kind of reflecting the blue, but it might be blue. In any case, doesn't really matter, I guess. Different motor configuration here with the carbs being sideways, the side draft carbs there. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, beautiful little car. This one I just took right out of the box. I didn't do anything to it yet. Haven't opened it yet. It's going to be the same configuration as the other one, so we're really not going to open it up. Hey, Shotgun Dave. No, David, I just started a couple minutes ago, just showing off the McLarens that Thunderslot was grateful. What do I say here? I'm thankful that they sent me some cars to take a look at and share with you all. And I cleaned off the track. I did a thing before today. I'm gonna make motor noises. Yeah, I mean, I'll do a little vroom vroom if you want me to. They should be available. I don't know. I mean, I don't know that they sent me the cars way ahead of time. I just asked when they had these available, if they could send them to me, and they said, "Oh yeah, sure, we'll send them to you." Okay, great. Okay, so see if we need to adjust that braid there. Not really. Okay, so maiden run here. Oh, it's quiet. Yowza. Whoa, good Lord. This makes no noise. Whoa, boy. Wow. Maybe one of the smoothest cars I've ever run. Maybe. We got to get the Doppler on here. Hold on. Turn the other mic on here. Hopefully, yep, it has power. And it's connected. Hot damn. Okay, so we are just going to lay this bad boy down. We're going to do this right here so I can reach. The mic is right up close. Probably a little too close. Listen to this. It's a little quieter, actually, when you get it going around the track. But, good Lord. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Initial thoughts, aside from it being just about the quietest car I've ever heard, or I've ever not heard. The tires stick fantastically. The car is very drivable. I've done no tuning to this car. So there's the sky is the limit. There is no magnet, as you all probably know, for those of you that are familiar with Thunderslot. This car is a killer. This car has a lot of potential. I can absolutely see that. Hey, Mikey, how you doing, man? Can-Am, I own every the Thunderslot. Look for wide for one. Yeah, they're great cars. This car is a rocket ship. It's very planted. I did take a clean. I did clean the track. Take a clean. What the hell? I did clean the track with Trackmaster 5000 here before. I gave the track a brush. This is Trackmaster 5000. This is what you use for Thunderstruck, exactly. For Polycar track. This is what I use. You can't see that on the website. What, this? Yeah, no. You got to go to Dollar General for this. Maybe I should sell these. Put a sticker on the back. No. Anyway, I didn't get this car from LEB or these cars from LEB. I got these cars directly from Thunderslot. LEB, if they don't have these cars on the site, will have them for sure because they get everything from Thunderslot. Yeah. Fast and crazy smooth with no tuning, no magnet, a tiny bit of lubrication all around on this thing. Maybe your first Thunderslot. Yeah, so I mean, these are the car. Yeah, no. So I love your Thunderslots. Hey, Marty. Yeah, I mean, I have the Mustang, as you all know, and the Mustang I got was fine, and I know there's other people that might have had a problem or two with their Mustangs. My Mustang was just fine. This car is absolutely fantastic. You know, I did get a question from somebody earlier today. Oops, sorry. We'll put the Doppler mic right here. I did get a question earlier today. If Michael Block is here, what are the retail on these? Hey, there's Michael. Oh yeah, okay. Michael is here. Michael Block asks, in terms of adjustability, also fast lap times, not necessarily top. What brands? So Michael's asking about brands. So any of the hobbyist brands are going to be good value for money. Now that's what I think really is the best judge, right? So if you like, I think I'm not 100% sure about these. If someone could look that up, don't post where you're getting the price from about the Thunderslot car, because I'd rather not have people that don't support my channel here, since LEB doesn't have it listed. I think they're $88, somewhere around there, but I'm not 100% sure. In terms of good value for money cars, you definitely have NSR. You have Slot It, you have Scale Auto, you have Thunderslot, it's a bunch of cars that I mentioned too. You have Polycar, you have Revo Slot. It's the cars that I had talked that we talk a lot here about. You know, there's a lot of good quality hobbyist brands out there, and I mean, even the home set brands are good value for money if you go into them with the expectation that they're going to be a nice basic car that's going to run easily out of the box. You know, a car, yeah, exactly, usually about $88, $89, about $90. Yeah, so you know, these are about $90 cars. They're not the cheapest cars out there, but they're absolutely good value for money. You can see, I mean, I literally just took these out of the box. I opened up the blue car. I did essentially no tuning to it. I mean, there's plenty you can do to it to make it a little better. I didn't adjust the front wheels are plastic. The rear wheels are metal. I didn't adjust any of the side-to-side play on the front axle. I didn't adjust the guide. Seems to be nice and stiff. It doesn't need to be shimmed. I didn't adjust the ride height on the front axle. It seems to be adequate for my track. I didn't adjust the motor pod float. I didn't kind of tape it down. like I usually do with motor pods. Hey, Slaughter, cheers. Yeah, so about $90. Hey, John, thanks very much, John Kid. I appreciate you showing up. Um, so any of those brands, I mean, there's, I don't want to leave anybody out and have hurt feelings, but so Slot It, Polycar, NSR, Thunderslot, Scale Auto, Revo Slot. Who am I missing? Scale Auto, Revo Slot, Sideways. Um, those hobbyist brands, they're the ones that are gonna give you probably the best value because it's a car you can grow into and have a lot of fun with. Racer, yeah, I mean Racer sideways. Racer is sideways now. Hey Gene. So there's any of those hobbyist brands because you can grow into them. Uh, Unfortunately, if you're digital, and I know Michael isn't. Michael has a Polycar track, like me. Um, I mean, Mikey, I I don't want to. I'm not. Scalextric and Carrera are fine for what they are. They're a good basic car. They're not like there's not a lot of growing with those cars, if you know what I mean, for a hobbyist. Um, so Michael Block, who is kind of new here, um, yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, Mikey, I understand. You can't really compare the two, but also as far as like a car that'll grow with you kind of into the hobby as you get a little deeper into the hobby, the Carrera and Scalextric, they make fine cars and they're great for a starter car or great for, cars for kids or, cars just to bash around to friends. And I mean, the cars are fine. There's nothing wrong with them, but it's definitely not a car that'll grow with you, if you know what I mean. It's not a car that you'll be able to easily add on parts to that you can learn to tune, like the cars like these, like Scale Auto, like NSR, like any of the cars. So there's definitely limitations when you have cars like that. But at the same time, there's also plenty of good things that they do. They work fine right out of the box, and they're really quite durable. They're going to last for a good long time. I mean, you're going to. I had cars that I used for demo events that I did with Carrera that I literally used for years that have tens of thousands of laps on them, and the cars never died. I changed braids all the time. I changed the guide blades when they needed it, but the digital chips all worked fine. The gears all worked fine. The tires were all fine. The motors were all fine. So you're going to get good, durable cars with the starter brands with Scalextric and Carrera, but I don't want to say it's a dead end um, as far as a hobbyist goes, but it kind of is. And that's kind of how I look at it. I mean, it's kind of too bad that that's the case, but honestly, it is. Ah, 77 people. Thank you all very much for showing up. I really appreciate folks coming and saying hi. And yeah, everybody's a lot of folks here. You liked MR Slot Car? Sorry, MR Slot Car. They're another one. I will be getting a shadow soon, courtesy of Slot Car Corner. Excuse me. They've said that they're going to send me one to do a little talk about. Thank you very much. Oh, you can see. Yes, I did. I did a little bit of an impromptu spray painting today. So there's a pole here. That's a pole for the house. It's like one of the center. I painted it flat black so it doesn't show up. So I painted it flat black so it doesn't show up, and then I pointed out. Anyway, you can see I didn't paint it the whole way going up the top. It's wait, get out of the way. There you go. You can see it's it's black most of the way up. Anyway, I had fun cleaning up today. Yes, I'm getting a shadow. I don't really have the disposable money to buy, I mean, as many cars as I go through to do pictures for and stuff like that. And I really appreciate Slot Car Corner sending me the car. All my Revo cars, Slaughter says all my Revo cars. Yeah, last weekend the most fun we had were racing 3 box stock Carrera Caprice. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can have lots of fun racing any brand of car, especially if you have those cars raced together, you know? Can you guys hear that? That was weird. That was a weird noise I could hear. Anyway, I'm not getting a notification here. Okay, no. I was wondering if maybe the wireless it was a strange noise. Yeah, so as long as you're racing cars of the same brand together, you can enjoy any brand of slot car. We had some great fun racing slot cars, racing 143rd. No, I'm not hungry. No. One time at my club, we had a lot of fun racing 143rd scale SCX cars, all on our wood track. Having fun with your kudas lately. That's very cool, John. Hey, Slot Journal. Yeah. So anyway, true story. Let's do some laps with the orange one here too. Yeah. The other car didn't need anything really. So we'll just put this guy on the track and see how she goes. Probably about the same, I'm thinking. Get in there. Yep. Oh, wait. That was odd. That's not a place where cars usually come out. Something in there? No. Guess not. Okay, whatever. Like my blue light back here. Oh, I ordered a video capture card today, or a camera capture card today, so I can use my higher quality camera. Although this camera looks pretty damn good, I gotta say. Long Beach, yeah. Let's put it. Yeah, I gotta watch the replay on Long Beach. I was watching soccer earlier this morning. There was a replay of Tottenham that I watched. Tottenham and Fullingham? No. Man, the forward bite on this car. You give it a little bit of you give it a little bit of juice, and it really snaps. It really hooks up. It's there's a lot of pickup on these guys. Hey, Smart Race, cheers. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Lost the front wheel, on an SCX Cuda. That sucks. Yeah, so the camera, this is a Logitech. It's a Brio, and the color is fantastic, and the quality seems to be really, really nice. So I may just stick with that because I have a whole lot of light here. I have all of the tungsten light floods, plus I have all the daylight lights all over, so it's really chucking a lot of light out. So I think that for this camera, and this camera is wider angle than the other Logitech that I have, so it's it definitely seems to. I mean, this seems to be a nice option, and frankly, it plugs right in without too much fuss. So I'm probably just going to stick with this, honestly. So this car is definitely a little quieter. Yeah, because I had done a little bit of lubrication on this car. you really need to do any sanding on these tires? Maybe a bit. But I don't know. Slid out. Slid out. I mean, this is definitely a speedy boy. And these nice rubber tires, big, fat rubber tires on this thing. Definitely hook up nicely. Yeah, there's a little bit of, well, there's quite a bit of play, actually. Probably I'd pick up some handling if I took that play out, put a piece of tape kind of across the chassis. But I don't know. Yeah, I need to do. I'm going to use the Smart Race app. I just have been incredibly lazy about hooking the thing up or starting it, and lap times on my track are going to be pretty short because it is not a big track. And I've actually been thinking about changing the configuration, which is a yeah. That I don't know about. Because I can't easily get rid of the squiggles, and I kind of want to change the end down here so it's not a squared off corner down there, because the corner the corners, well, they're actual corners. It's not like a big sweeper at the end down here, as you guys probably know. So if I do that, that changes quite a bit. And I don't know. I'm a little reluctant to change. The other thing is it wasn't kind of intentional when I did this layout, but the end here that you see also allows me about 18 inches or maybe 2 feet of space at the end of the track to put the laptop and other stuff. So I kind of don't want to change this end of the track. So yeah. Oh, selling Polycar track. Oh no, don't do that. That's a mistake. Polycar track is fantastic. Zoo. Slid out. I did a little bit of painting. I forgot to mention before, I have a couple different projects going on. As you all know, I have a Fiat 500, and finally, I guess, I'm done with the body here that I repainted. This is pretty much the color that my car is, my real car, and I'm gonna build this car basically to look like my real car, even though I don't have an Abarth. I just have a regular. Well, mine's a sport. It's not quite the basic 500. I do have a Scorpion on it, though. I put Scorpion logos, the Abarth logo. Man, there's just so much bite. You really get that snap when you give it the initial throttle. Oh, baby. You really get a nice snap with this. Never have too many projects. Yeah, I have a lot of projects. How's my wood track looking? I mean, my wood track's basically the wood track. It's over there. It's sitting right there. It's still covered with stuff. I am going to clean it off sometime soon. And yeah, I'm going to clean it off. And then I am going to start shooting stuff on that track as well. So, yeah. Soon. definitely soon. Still covered, yes, still covered with stuff. I got yeah, I got a lot of nonsense on this track over here. Anyways, let's do some laps with the Scale Auto with the Viper. I'm still thinking about the Viper and other Scale Autos. Zip right out. So how's everybody doing? Any projects people been working on? Anything you're waiting for? Any cars you saw that new that were nice that you're thinking about getting? Where's the brakes on this? Oh, 100% like usual. Okay. This definitely doesn't have as much brake as the Thunderslot. It's got better grip because this has NSR rubber on it. Man, these Scale Autos are fan-freaking-tastic. I love it. Lighting for the track, Defenders. Yeah, lighting. Got to have nice light on your track. That's lighting on the track is a huge upgrade from just kind of like basic lights to have really nice bright lights. I love to hear that. I love to hear people doing lighting upgrades for their track. Defenders is working on Fast Sports completion of the Alpha Spiders, very cool. Carrie likes his. Oh yeah, Carrie, I saw you been posting about the Marcos a lot. I saw a whole bunch of photos today, maybe, or that were recent that I actually saw today. Looks. What's happened there? Okay, we got a braid issue here. We got a braid issue going on here. What is that? What is that, folks? Interesting. Not a fan of that. Really? What the hell? We might have a wire. We might have a loose wire on the Policar here. That's unfortunate. Let's put some Ferraris on the track, shall we? Rebo slot. Oh, that's a little noisy. I haven't been working too much on my Nissan Skyline project. I have been a lot of work stuff that's been getting in the way recently. Rebuilding track. Okay. Get the video set up to document it. Yeah, exactly. So what did we have in the news the other day? We had a whole lot of Carrera arrivals that are coming at the end of the month. I was talking with emailing with the president of Carrera of America the other day, and hopefully, I think they're going to be sending me some samples of some cars to check out. I put a list together of kind of the stuff for the year, and we'll see what they send. It'd be great if they did. If they don't, that's okay too. But he said he probably would. What else did we have the other day? NSR. There was a bunch of new NSR news. The Formula 22s are going to be coming reasonably soon. There's going to be a whole lot of parts that's going to be available, which is really cool. Very happy about that. They're going to have a lot of body detail parts available, essentially, at the same time as the cars. At the same time as the four. They're going to be the four kind of club color cars, I guess you'd say. white, red, blue, yellow. White, red, blue, yellow. Yes, exactly. Um, and they're going to have part chassis available as well with different flexibilities on the chassis. They're going to have the wheel inserts as well because the wheels are, the larger diameter wheels in F1 now with the kind of smooth wheel insert. Oh, excuse me. And there's going to be different pods available, different, like I said, different chassis available, body details, a lot of different packages for body details. The driver as well is going to be a different part. That's cool. The wings are going to be available. And those 4 cars should be arriving fairly soon. So hopefully, I'm sure I'll be getting a sample from LEB of those guys. Those should be really fast cars. Doing a backyard Carrera layout. That's what Chris Freder is talking about. Interesting. Could be fun. Carrera track can be used outside. I've done it a couple times myself. And if you live in a nice part of the country, or a part of the country where they have nice weather most of the time, you could definitely do that. Leave it outside for quite a while, probably. That sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. I think it'd be neat. Northern California. Oh, wait, sorry. Gary Driscoll. Hey, Gary. Cheers. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. So, Thunderslot. They got some nice cars. 4-lane. Columbus, Ohio, Chris. Oh, yeah, Chris. Columbus, Ohio, the weather is pretty much the same as it is here. So that can be a little dicey. Is Shotgun Dave still in the audience? I did want to give him a shout out. He has started a new. Was this wire off? Oh, the wire broke. Oh, shit. Yeah, I need to fix that. Shotgun Dave is a great slot guy, and he has. Let me get this on the little base here. I've talked about this car a number of times. He makes. There we go. Look at that beauty. He made this car for me. He has a bunch of cars that he's showing off on his Facebook page. And I would encourage you to follow him on his Facebook page. He makes some excellent jalopy racers. And he made this one especially for me years ago. And it's traveled with me all over. And I was thinking about Dave today because I saw some really cool cars that he had posted recently. And please go follow him. Here, let me get his Facebook. Shotgun Dave Scratch Built Cars. This is a group. There we go. Please check his cars out. He's a great guy. He's a great modeler, and the cars are built by hand. He builds some really interesting stuff, and this is one of my favorite cars, and that's why it sits on the base over here, or on the top of the building over here, just so I can be reminded of how cool it is all the time. Definitely follow him on Facebook, please. Join that group. Check out. Yeah, of course, Dave. Of course. Check that out. So my scratch build with the Nissan, the Skyline. I still have to paint the driver figure. That's the only thing, basically, and the little detail here and there. And I'm trying to decide how much detail in the body to do or inside. the interior to do, how much detail to paint, and I'm just kind of having fun with it. It's going to be, if I put my mind to it, I could get it done in a couple hours. But anyway, it's a fun thing. The chassis is just an R32 slotted Nissan chassis, the Skyline chassis, so it works perfectly. It's gonna run really really well. I'm sure. I have no doubt whatsoever. Um, but yeah, that's the project I'm working on. It's the slightly newer version of the Nissan Skyline. The R32 was the well, I have one right here. It's the Calsonic. Well, the one I have here is the Calsonic car. Yeah, it's a street car. The one I'm doing is a street car body. That's this. I'll go get it. How about that? How about I just go get the damn thing? I'll be right back, guys. Okay, see if my mic is still connected. Yes, the mic is still connected. There you go. This is the Skyline. This is the model. This is a 1/32 scale model by Aoshima. This is a it's the purple blue. It's kind of like this. The color, I'll be honest, it's not great on this car. Car's molded in color. It has really excellent detail. All of the detail is just it's just stickers, frankly. But the effect is really excellent. So the black, the window surrounds are all. You see, there's like black in there. Those are all just pressure stickers. It's and you can see the tail light detail there. That's just stickers inside of the lenses, and all of the detail on the back of the car, which I know you can't really see. Sorry, guys. All the detail on the back of the car, those are all just stickers. And the detail on the nose of the car. Hello, Slot Car Fun. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. The detail on the nose of the car, that's stickers. There's a black insert, which is the black detail on the grill and on the lower, like the air dam on the front. So this fits on this chassis, and it's got body mounts in there already. As you can see, I had a donor body, the donor kit from the slotted kit. I just basically cut the hood out and then the back out, and just glued. Use rubber cement. Walther's goo is my weapon of choice. And yeah, I mean, this is the body that I actually really I prefer this because it's got the more angular shapes to it. There was a couple racing versions of this, the Skelectric cars. These are my two favorites. These are the R34 Skelectrics, and this is the R34 Aoshima street car all together there. So these cars are crazy hard to find now, but they were made by Skelectric, but I think they were actually produced by a separate company, maybe, but I don't know, under license. I don't know. In any case, I absolutely love the Skelectric cars, and I wanted to make a street car Nissan, and this was just the ticket. And Aoshima now has a bunch of different versions of this. I'm probably going to do another order from Japan, Japan Plaza, Plaza Japan, Plaza Tokyo, something like that. That's where I ordered the body or the whole kit from, because it's a 1/32 scale model kit, and body's beautiful. The shapes on it are absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so I mean the body is essentially done, and the car does drive. Of course, I mean it's just a slotted chassis. But yeah, so it's had this donor chassis, and I'm just going to use the chassis as is. This not this car, but I have another. I have a white kit that I've cut apart, and then I'm going to use the chassis for. And I was actually talking with Maurizio the other day about well, just about stuff, and I was asking him why he doesn't have a pod to fit the long can Polycar motor pod into their standard cars. I don't know why that is, and frankly, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So hopefully they will have one soon, or they will have one at some point. Let's take this guy for a lap or two. Yeah, this car is nice and smooth. Definitely need to do a little bit of sandage with these tires. Car definitely slides a little bit, but it is very smooth and reasonably quiet. I have my whole Calisonic collection here, all of my Nissans. All together now. There we go. Yep. Anyway, guys. Yeah, so it's not the stuff. It's not cheap. So what I did to fingers was, yeah. So the bodies are the kits are not, the kits are cheap. The shipping is what kills you. So I ordered, I think it was 4 kits, 4 1/32 scale kits, and the kits were like $60, and it was like another 60 to ship it. I mean, it's not unreasonable to not unreasonable to have that amount of shipping, and for getting 5 bodies, for me it was worth it. So yeah, it's expensive, but I mean, to get the kind of unique, classic, iconic body, this R34, for me it was worth it. John, thanks for showing up. I really appreciate it. Yeah, but what did you use for the body mounts? So what I did was I had a white kit from Slotted, and I cut the body mounts out from the slotted body. I just cut right through the hood and just used the body mounts that would have been there for the slotted. So, and I glued them with a generous dollop of rubber cement. So these body mounts ain't going anywhere, and it definitely helps stiffen the body up quite a bit. So it's yeah, it's the body ain't going anywhere. HPI, yeah, I have one of the HPIs. Hey Dave, cheers! Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. I have the R32 HPI, the silver one. Real heavy car. The gear mesh was really tight. Definitely. It's not. It wasn't a great slot car. They looked gorgeous, but maybe not the best slot car in the world. Hold on 1 second here, guys. Okay. I appreciate everybody showing up today. Just dropped my buy me a coffee in there. There's a number of folks that have been checking out the latest video that I have that hasn't gone technically live yet. I tend to post videos ahead of time that I do on the buy me a coffee as a thanks to the folks that support me directly with tips and that sort of thing. So, hey, Jonathan, it's going pretty good today. My wife's making me dinner after this. I don't know what she's making, but I'm sure it's going to be really good. So, if you send me a tip through the Buy Me a Coffee, if you opt to have the monthly subscription where you can you can donate automatically, just donate as little as $5 a month. You get to see posts ahead of time, videos ahead of time, a lot of the time. And it really means quite a bit to me to have those people that support me on an ongoing basis, because, it definitely takes a lot of work to do this, as other streamers know. There's a lot of effort that goes into this kind of thing. Yeah, the Airy kit. I have an Airy Porsche, the 911, the first body 911 that was the original 911. They're the only one that makes the original body. Please do give the stream a thumbs up. Thank you very much for everyone that's watched today. And I should have video that'll go live early this week about about a trip that I had to New York last weekend with my family, and another place that we stopped when we were on our trip. And I am getting a couple Scalauto cars from LEB that I'm very excited to get. Going to check those out on the track. I probably will go live again during the week, and we'll do like a live kind of test and drive, test and tune, whatever you want to call it. And just kind of like we did with the Thunderslot stuff today. Again, thank you very much for Thunderslot, who sent me the samples of these cars. It really means quite a bit to have their support, to have the people support that watch, and especially the folks that support me through the Buy Me a Coffee. Cheers, everybody. See you all again soon. Thus endeth the stream.